there's always something. Like tonight, for example, there's always something, you know what I mean? It's not a race, but it's still something to look forward to, kind of thing. And even Monday or whenever we take them, that's another thing to look forward to, you know? That's gonna be different, for sure. Not seeing his big ugly mug. But, you know, you get another one in there and you just start to spoil it too, so you forget about it quick. Maybe not him so quick, but you know, it doesn't sink in really until, you know, you hear people talk about him and things like that. Like, we're in Lexington, and Jimmy Tactor comes up and comes to see him, and he says, "This is the best horse that ever raced." And for him to say that, I mean, he had always been Mickey, right? And it just kind of, you're like, wow. But yeah, it's pretty impressive. The first time a funny story, we raced the first time in Hoosier, and we took a back way. We stayed off the main highways. I was with Dale Devine and his wife, and we had to go pick up a horse in Ohio. So it was at, I think the place is called Greenville State Fair. So they hadn't started the fair yet, but it was like they were getting ready for it. And they have all the barns there. So we had to go pick up this horse. And we stopped, opened up the trailer, and this old guy comes out and he points, he goes, "I know who's in that trailer." Dale says, "Oh yeah? How do you know that?" And he says, "Because I saw that guy in the winner's circle last night on TV." Me, meaning me. He goes, "That's Bulldog Hanover." And so I go, "Yeah." And he hollered in the barn like, "Bulldog Hanover's outside." Oh, look at this. Deer. Just crossed right in front of me. I hit one 2 weeks ago. Anyway. So he calls in the barn, and all these people come flying out to see him like it was a big thing, right? And it just hits you that, like, horse people just want to see this horse. But it was funny. Obviously the 45 and 4 mile was awesome. But for me, I kind of like the Canadian Pacing Derby was one of my favorites. Because, you know, there was probably maybe the most competitive field that night. And, you know, Jimmy Freight, everybody was talking about Jimmy Freight, and he was a good horse. And we'd actually never raced against him before, so there was that kind of rivalry a little bit, the local guys, right? And all the other horses that he'd been racing against, plus Alleywag and horses like that. So for him to do what he did that night was like, he kind of like solidified his stature. It was when he blew them away, it was like, this horse is for real. Not that he wasn't before, but, and the Breeders' Crown. He did the exact same thing in the Breeders' Crown, so.
Co-owner, trainer Jack Darling out with Bulldog Hanover here one final time, stepping out on track here at Woodbine Mohawk Park.
I've watched the replays a lot. I can enjoy, you can watch them and enjoy them. So. But yeah, they'll be.
Turning your attention now to when you'll get a chance to train one of his babies?
Oh, I'm really looking forward to that, yeah. Yeah, well, we're really into the breeding end of it now and getting bookings and shares sold and stuff, so he's very popular, so Fast ride. On him, anyway.